What's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in to the BS Show. I just posted a video about UFC 249 on April 18th. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. I'm just pretty much talking about the card and some of the fights on there. But what I want to do here is I want to talk about why Justin Gaethje against Tony Ferguson is the chaos that the world needs right now. It seems like the world is crumbling around us. People are getting laid off from their jobs. People are afraid to go outside. We're afraid to touch anything. And we all just need something that we can rally around and enjoy it and have fun. And I can tell you that it's going to be Justin Gaethje against Tony Ferguson. This fight is going to be fireworks, and I know that we all want to just go outside and scream and run and have fun, and we can't do that right now. So Justin Gaethje and Tony Ferguson are going to do that for us. These guys absolutely bring the fight, no matter who they're fighting, no matter where they're fighting. It does not matter to these two guys. And if you have not seen either one of them fight before, I highly, highly suggest you go check out some old videos. And I was on the record saying that I think this might be a more fireworks fight than the Khabib Nurmagomedov fight that was originally supposed to happen. And it's just because both of these guys are just tough. They bring the fight to their opponent. They're gritty. They just always seem to push the action, and I'm super stoked. And I just think that's what not only the MMA fans but people around the world need. And you got a guy like Tony Ferguson who just always seems to push the pace. He always seems to cut people up. He always seems to make them bloody. And as soon as you think he's out of a fight or been beaten, next thing you know, he's putting a darce on somebody. He's throwing a triangle. He's doing whatever he's got to do to win. And you got Justin Gaethje on the other hand, who is just, he's like a backyard brawler. He just pushes forward and he swings the leather with everything he's got. And he throws nasty leg kicks. And it's just like you got to almost put that guy to sleep in order to get him to stop coming forward. And this is the perfect concoction that the world needs right now. And this probably has fight of the year written all over it. And, you know, Tony Ferguson is on a 12-fight win streak. His last loss was to Michael Johnson in May of 2012. So we're going on almost 8 years where this guy hasn't lost. He's beaten guys like Donald Cerrone, Anthony Pettis, Kevin Lee, Rafael Dos Anjos, Edson Barboza, and Josh Thompson, just to name a few. And those are all extremely high-level fighters. And, you know, he's long, he's athletic, and Tony Ferguson is just weird in a perfect kind of way. He's got great wrestling. He's got great jiu-jitsu. Everything about Tony Ferguson is dangerous, and there is nobody in the MMA world, nobody that calls out Tony Ferguson. Why? Because he's extremely dangerous, and if anything, he will cut you up. He will use those elbows whenever he pulls you into his guard, and he will sub you from, it seems like, almost any position. So go look at some fights whenever he fought people and their face looks like mush. It looks like they fell off the Eiffel Tower because he just damages everybody. And across the octagon from him and Justin Gaethje, he's on a 3-fight win streak. He was undefeated coming into the UFC where he was the World Series of Fighting champion. He was just beating dudes to death, and he came in the UFC and they immediately threw him to the dogs. And he's got wins against Michael Johnson, James Vick, Edson Barboza, and Donald Cerrone as well, just to name a few. But the guy's pressure is relentless. He just always seems to come forward. He's got leg kicks that make you cringe from watching it on the TV. You're just thinking, how in the hell does this guy keep moving with these kicks that Gaethje's landing? And his durability. Like I said, you almost have to put him to sleep to get him to stop coming forward. And he has willingly said, yeah, I probably should use some wrestling. I should probably not take so much damage. But that's just the way he fights. He is meaner than a junkyard dog, and he just only knows one thing, and that's put pressure on you and swing the leather. He likes to make it a dirty fight, and that's what's going to make this great, is neither one of these guys are afraid to get dirty. Neither one of these guys are afraid to get knocked down. Neither one of these guys are afraid to get bloody, and if anything, it almost makes them fight better when the odds are against them, when they got some blood rolling down their face, and that's why I say this is the perfect concoction of what the world needs. We need some aggression to where we can all watch it and just have some fun. We've been stripped of sports for the past few weeks. We've been stripped of our life as we know it for the past few weeks. We need some ruthless aggression, and that's what this fight's going to be. I am so excited, not only for this fight, but the entire fight card. Like I said in my previous video, this fight card is just absolutely stacked. So I highly recommend you check it out. Let me know, guys, what you think of this fight. Let me know what you think of this card, and I'm so pumped. Take care.